Hey friends, it's Stacy with Kzoo Keto, and here is the banana cookie recipe that we promised. Kind of like to call it a chunky monkey cookie. You can make these different sizes if you want. What we're going to do is do the little tiny ones that I use the mini cupcake wrappers in my mini cupcake pan because they come out to be, I can't remember the exact, I'll put it down in the bottom of the screen, but with the ingredients that I use, it comes out to less than 1 net carb per cookie. So it's easy to eat like 2 or 3 of them. And even the cream, because we're going to make the cream too, the banana flavored cream, they're still super low carb. So what do you need for this? You're going to need your typical cookie ingredients. You're going to need salt, baking powder, coconut and almond flour, xanthan gum, butter, vanilla, eggs, keto friendly sweetener, we always use Keto. And then for this we're going to add in pecan pieces and banana extract. It is that simple, and it tastes like banana bread until you put the cream on it. So let's make them. Pop quiz, what do you do first? Preheat your oven, 350. I've got my mini cupcake pan here that holds 24 cupcakes, and I've got my little mini wrappers, and we're just going to go ahead and put these in here now so we're ready to do what we need to do with them later. So this is all ready to go. We're going to set it aside. If you can't find this stuff locally, I will put some links down below for Amazon. They are affiliate links. We do earn a little bit of a commission, so to speak, off of it, but it doesn't cost you anything extra, and it does help us with the channel. Now we're going to start making up the cookie batter. First thing you need to do is put in 3/4 of a cup of your keto-friendly sweetener and a whole stick of softened butter. That is 8 tablespoons. And we're going to cream those together. Now we're going to put in 3 eggs, and if you have seen any of my previous cookie recipes, you'll notice that on some of them I do sub out an egg for a 1/4 cup of pumpkin puree. I have done that with this recipe, and it turns out great. It's also just as great using the egg instead of the pumpkin, and it does give it a little bit less carbs, but not a whole lot, because a 1/4 cup isn't detrimental. One teaspoon of vanilla and 2 teaspoons of banana extract. Again, if this is something you can't find locally, because I know I can't, we can give you a link for it down below for Amazon. Now we're going to mix it up again. In between adding things, I always scrape down my sides too. But I've got this all mixed up, and the smell is, it's like a banana, it's a candy like that I'm thinking of from my childhood. Like, I was not a banana fan as a kid. But it kind of reminds me of circus peanuts, only banana flavored. Come over and smell this.
I have no idea. It smells like cookies.
You don't get like
A banana. I smell the banana for sure.
It doesn't give you that like circus peanut smell.
Definitely does not. No.
I don't know. I mean, I know those are orange, but I think they come in other flavors now. Now we're going to take a separate bowl, and we're going to combine all of our dry ingredients in here and give it a little bit of a mix so that they're equally incorporated, and then we're going to dump it in with our wet mixture. So we need 1/2 cup of coconut flour, 3/4 of a cup of almond flour, 1/4 of a teaspoon of pink salt, 1 teaspoon of xanthan gum, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Give them a good whisking. Just going to turn this on low and slowly add the ingredients. Then we're going to speed it up a little bit. And last, we're going to put in 1/3 of a cup of the pecan pieces. And if you're interested in Nutstop, we do have an affiliate with them with a discount code below in the description box. I can't remember off the top of my head what it is, but I'll put it on the screen. I'm ready to go ahead and mix those. This is what it's going to look like when you're done. But here's the fun part. So I'm going to do a little bit of live experimenting. Live for me, not you. And I'm going to divide this in half and throw some some cocoa powder in it to make chocolate banana cookies, because that sounds really good. Got half of the mixture still in the bowl, and I'm going to put in, we're going to start with 2 tablespoons coconut powder. Cocoa powder. I don't know why I keep calling it coconut. Coconut would probably be good in this too. We're going to get that going. Try 1 more tablespoon. I think that's good. We're going to go with that. Then what we're going to do is, if you decide to make them these tiny sized ones, you're going to want to get dough about the size of a shooter marble.
Sugar marble, huh?
Yeah, the big marbles.
Okay.
And put each one in your cup, and then I just kind of push them down a little bit so that they fill the bottom of the cup. Into the oven they go for 10 minutes, or whatever it takes in your oven to make them slightly brown. While the cookies are baking, you can make up your cream. I'm just going to make up a small amount. It still is actually quite a large amount, and you just put a dollop on each cookie. That was half a cup of heavy whipping cream. This is 1 tablespoon of powdered erythritol. We powder it ourselves in a spice grinder. You can buy it separately, but why buy it separate when you can do it yourself? And then we've got half a teaspoon of vanilla. And of course, half a teaspoon of the banana extract. We're going to take our immersion blender and just go at it.
Just go at it.
Maybe. And we're done. Essentially, it's just a banana flavored whipped cream, but it tastes really good. And if you really want to, you can probably do whatever else to it. You can probably add some cocoa powder to it, or any other flavorings that you might want, and mix it all up in there. Create some different creams, but I'm sticking with the banana. Make sure you let your cookies cool completely, because of course this is cold, so otherwise it's going to melt on the cookies if you don't let them cool. You can store this in the fridge tightly covered for about, I think ours lasted about 2 weeks, and it was still good. Alright, you can see how they are just slightly browned around the edges. That's what you're looking for. These are the chocolate ones. I'm going to do this another way that I've done these. I have taken just a small cookie dough scoop, and we're just going to get it in there and scoop them out. Throw them on a plate on the pan. Got the pan with the silicone mat. And we'll just get these on there. I got my oven preheating again. I'm going to throw it all over the counter too. And then we'll put these in for about 12 minutes. You didn't think I was just going to do one experiment, did you? Made a whole other batch. Cut it in half again, because I still have 2 more ideas. We're going to add some chocolate chips. I'm going to do, this is half a batch, so I'm going to do about a little more than 1/4 cup. And then we're just going to scoop them out, throw them in the oven like we did the other ones. The last one, everybody likes a mixture. So I had the thought of putting some blueberries in there. So I've got some frozen blueberries here that I have rinsed and dried off. Now I'm just going to drop them in some coconut flour and coat them. For these, what we're going to do is get about the same size as you would for the cookie cups. Pat it flat in your hand, take one of the blueberries, kind of wrap it around it. They don't look like anything special on the outside. Once they're cooked and you bite into it, you're going to have a surprise inside.
Not surprised if you make it.
What?
I said, not surprised if you make it.
It's a surprise for the people that you give it to.
Oh, nice.
We'll call these blue banana cookies. No, we'll call these blue chunky monkey, and people are going to be like, why are they blue? And you can be like, take a bite.
What am I eating?
So we've got the regular chunky monkey, the chocolate chunky monkey, chocolate chip chunky monkey, and the blue chunky monkey.
So is this meant to be like a single bite?
Yeah. Pretty good. Still.
Banana cream pie.
Now these are going to be interesting.
How are they now?
Yes. Because this will be the first time trying these.
So this is basically the same thing, just chocolate.
Yes, without the cream. But you could put the cream on it. I got the chocolate.
Mm-hmm. Banana.
And the banana comes in at the end.
Some nuts.
And then the chocolate comes back again.
Yep.
I like it.
That was my trip too.
I
Good.
like that. These are banana chocolate chip with the
Yeah.
pecans.
And how many carbs am I eating with all these?
I don't know. I just experimented. I experiment and then
Oh,
I
you went the
calculate the
original.
carbs later.
Oh, I see.
So, if you make any modifications to it, of course, calculate your macros.
This was like the first one, just got chocolate chips in it.
Mm-hmm. And then this one.
This one has a surprise inside.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, you already know what it is. But I feel like these are either like a 2-bite or a whole. Pop it in. Get that blueberry.
Yep, there's a blueberry in the middle of that.
I really like it. It really depends on how fancy you want to get.
I think chocolate's
Do you
my
want to
favorite.
go the whole way with the blueberry? Obviously, a little extra time. Chocolate chips are easy to make. Actually, the rest of them are super easy to make. But I don't know which one I have the favorite. I like them all I like them all the same.
Make them all the best.
Okay, so that's it. So if you do make this, obviously, of course, I want to know what you think about it. Let us know in the comments. And if you make any changes, if you add any other ingredients to it or make any changes to it, definitely let me know. I'm always open for making modifications.
As you can tell.
That's 3 experiments that worked out.
I mean, you gotta start with a good base though.
Right.
Which is what it is. It's a very good base.
It is.
That you created it all on your own.
I did.
She's super proud of herself too.
I am, because it's like the very first time I made it, I was like, holy crap, this is the best.
I think Nate really likes them too, didn't he?
He does.
Yeah.
And he will be over Friday.
Thankfully,
we should
because
still
there's
have
a
more.
lot of
And he'll
those.
be able to try the rest of them.
I could put keto. I have to film him doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Should I say it while she's got her mouth full? So make sure you guys smash the like and all those other wonderful buttons and all that normal stuff. And thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And as always,
Stay keto.
we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Is the mic on?
You saw me flip it back on. You actually went back to check it and I flipped it on at that moment.
I didn't see anything.
Uh-huh.
Powdered.
Erythritol.
You kicked the camera.